Hi everybody, welcome along to the Vale of Weedole tramway. Big welcome of course, and I know what you've tuned in for, and we'll do that first, which is your virtual helping of Pauline's very special coffee walnut cake. And you can't taste it, but I can, and it's scrummy. But first of all, I'd like to say thanks to everybody who organised the show up at Peterborough. It's such a disappointment it's not on. I hope we can perhaps entertain you, but thanks anyway for your efforts, and we're looking forward to November. The Vale of Weedole tramway is a railway that's halfway between Aberystwyth and Chirk, which it turns out in retrospect is exactly where the Barla Lake Railway is. But the Vale of Weedole tramway is rather like the Glyn Valley tramway, but has never closed. So it's kind of developed its own particular charm. So what we'll do first of all is go and have a quick look round the various sites, and then we'll do some steaming. So first of all, let's go to the Terminus at Llatireggub. This is the key part of the Vale of Weedole tramway. It's built on good old solid blocks. The station building is solid glass fibre, so you could jump on it, kick it, it'll survive outside hopefully forever. We've got our battery electric flower bed, and over there of course the buffet is open today, which is most surprising. I think they've made a special agreement that it's open for us today, which is absolutely stunning. We've got our point indicator signals, and I think we're probably ready to go at that stage. So I will grab the camera from Pauline and we'll start a bit of steaming. Right, need to switch on. The first two engines rostered today are of course Abigail, the Blanc Misseron, which was in fact a tramway locomotive, but now we see all the valve gear is open, and a complete set of pseudo Glyn Valley tramway coaches. They're not Glyn Valley tramway coaches because I couldn't make that level of detail, but we've got the two oddities, the open coach, first class coach, and the second class coach, and 3 out of the 5 of these are over 40 years old, and I'm not going to change them because I love them. This open coach, we've rostered the upper class coach today because of course members of the society are among the upper classes as far as I'm concerned. So let's go and have a quick steaming. Whoops, that was a bit of a sudden stop. Pressed the wrong button. I'm not used to running 2 locomotives at once. Oops. Something funny going on over there. Okay, next thing we're going to do is go for a walk round the entire line, which I'd intended to do before we started steaming, but that's what rehearsal does for you, you completely forget the script. Pauline. Go do the walk around now. Okay, so on the line, we start here at the main terminus at Llatireggub, and if we head out to the west, we come to Abernuffar, and in the background Mount Bloody Freezing, which is at this time of year a grubby pond. Unfortunately, a lot of the plants aren't doing very well at the beginning of April, which is a bit of a problem. But just here we have some exciting news from the Archaeology Society, and that is that we found the entrance to the Llatireggub Canal. So the next big project that we've applied for lottery funding for is for the harbour at Abernuffar and the entrance to the Llatireggub Canal to be restored. So lottery funding should be great. If our ticket comes up tonight, don't hold your breath. So
Sharks.
Sorry?
Sharks.
Oh yes. One of the key features that is not common in Wales is that we have alligators, which are here specifically should an unfortunate grandchild happen to fall in the pond. They're ready and waiting.
A question was asked if are you using battery or power?
Battery power. It's all battery power, and they're cheap NiCads that are charged up in a thing and put in like torch hub battery holders.
Right.
I've got a pocket full of batteries just in case. So when we get to Llatireggub Junction, we have our signal box. It's not actually connected to anything, the signals are automatic, but the signalman likes to think he's doing a very good job. Pauline's going to follow me around on the stepping stones now.
Sound is very quiet.
Yeah, it would be.
Right.
Okay, come on over. Just follow there. This, of course, is the pride of the Vale of Weedale, which is the Lost and Bodge Works, where we build all the locomotives. The brand new water tower, unfortunately, is going rusty, thanks to Mervyn Splodge, the cheap painter. I'm a bit fed up with him. We've got a new coaling stage, and again, solid glass fibre, so hopefully it's not going to fall apart. We've got Duncan, the waterworks locomotive, and Plonkawalla, the colonial locomotive, Jim Leddy simplex, and my Ruston, Toad, the Ruston diesel. In the siding waiting to run is Freddie, the Bodget and Run diesel, along with the children's train, which is one of my favourites because that always is running when there are lots and lots of grandchildren and things in the garden, which is really great. We'll just move up now to the grubby cutting. I see Farmer John Lewis is on his tractor, and Edwin Jones has just moved into his cottage that I made at pottery classes, but the sheep have moved in with him. They say they don't see why they should stand in a cold, wet field while he has a nice warm cottage. So I think it's a bit crowded in there at night.
A question was raised. What are your station platforms made from? Are they cast concrete?
They're glass fibre. So they can be moved and remade, but it's a very smelly job making them. We're now going to walk round to Rainbow Rock. Rainbow Rock was an important discovery by my granddaughter Ruby, who discovered the Rainbow Rock and a lot of archaeological remains. Recently built the glass fibre waiting room, and of course we have Ernest and Mabel, our loyal friends from Huddersfield, who have discovered that because this is a National Trust property, that they can use their National Trust card to get cheap trips on the Vale of Weedole tramway. So it's wins all round, guys. You can use your National Trust cards today. Okay, so we finished our quick walk round. I think we now need to take a trip round actually on the train. So I will take the truck from Pauline. Please forgive the big fingers while I couple it up. And we'll go for a ride on the Heritage train. I think it's all okay. I'm trying to couple up across a point, which I shouldn't really do. Okay. We're actually now coming up to one of the famous landmarks on the Vale of Weedole tramway, which is Parsons Leap. And I'm now going to try something that I haven't rehearsed, but I have here a large weight. So I'm going to connect up to the front of the locomotive. Oh, I can't, yes I can. Put the large weight on to operate the points, and we'll see if we can get some exciting tracking shots. Here comes the bit. Will the automatic point operate with that weight on the front? Yes. Oops. Sorry about that, but we need to go around the loop the other way. Okay, so those are the main passenger locomotives on the Vale of Weedale tramway, but we really need to make a statement about our industrial heritage. So this particular locomotive, which is Excelsior, is now 40 years old and was made from tin plate, and I was about 25 years old when I made it. And the driver, that's me, of course, and it has one of the small size industrial rolling stock on the back. But we'll take a trip round with the oldest locomotive on the Vale of Weedale tramway. Oh dear, the point wasn't set, my fault. Right, try again. How long? So I'm now going to set up the camera for some more static shots. This is a shot down the platform at Rainbow Rock Station. Yep. Right, and now we're going to go over to Loston Barge Works, where we're going to run the children's train. As you can see, we've got I've had to roster a guards van today, which doesn't seem to want to run on the siding. The main reason being that it seems that the minions are out for trouble. So there may be some problems later on. Shall I come back and do my bit? How long? How long to go?
A minute and a half.
Okay, I'll come back over. Well, there we go. We finished up with everything in the wrong place, as you might have expected on the Vale of Weedole tramway, but it's all about fun. So I think I'll sit on my rustic park bench outside the Sheep Shearers Arms, and think about all you guys out there, my special friends in the railway community, most of you online, spread all over the world. What's important is we all keep safe, and join me in a pint of fine old fag butt, if you don't mind. And there's someone coming up next, and I've lost my script, which is yet another disaster. But disasters on the Vale of Weedale Tramway, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.